Okay, welcome back. We are on yet another episode of our RV run. I did think that this run was balked after the most recent update, but turns out we're okay. I have had to trim a few mods back, including the neat crafting and building mods, and I think we also removed things like proximity inventory. Yeah, so we've had to remove those. But otherwise, we're okay. If I remember rightly from our last session, we are basically... Oh, no, we don't want that. Don't break on error, please. We're on our way to Irvington because we need to loot fishing rod. Yes. Yes, we've been to Camp Arthur, and I think we just said we were going to go along this road to Irvington all the way there. In the hopes that we find what we need. So it's going to be quite a journey, I think, today. Quite an adventure. And we'll see how it goes. We do also have a cattle and pig farm on the way into Irvington. And I would kind of like to maybe see if we can, like, raid those farms. Depends how busy they are with zombies. I imagine they will be very busy. But you never know. We might find some, like, really good food supplies there that we can work on butchering and stocking our freezers with. Oh god, I die without proximity inventory. Tinker spends so much time meticulously looting. Yeah, I use proximity inventory, but I just use the zombie part of proximity inventory. I'm not too worried about the rest of it. Just to help when looting lots of corpses. The rest of it doesn't bother me too much. What up, Marlon? How's it going? All right. We do have a bit of a drive ahead of us. I'm also looking forward to giving shotguns a proper try today, if we can. If we get an opportunity and if I have enough ammo. Because the recent, there's been an update between the last time I streamed this and now. And the biggest thing in that update, for me at least, was that shotguns and firearms have seen some pretty big tweaks. Because apparently there was like a huge problem with shotguns where like a bunch of pellets would basically miss unintentionally. When they weren't supposed to. So you'd only end up hitting one limb of the zombie instead of like spreading the damage across several limbs. And in theory, they should feel a lot better now. So. But who knows? Oh, ninja trees in the road. Also, I think we're going to be doing a main channel video next on the RV interior, like, playthrough. I'm going to be... Oh, God. Ow! Ow! Okay. Not the way I wanted to start, and I think I trashed the engine with that one. Dude, it's these damn trees that, like, get hidden in the road. Oh, brother. Okay. So the engine's balked. This is what happens when you read chat. I know. I should just, like, ignore you guys entirely. Is it gonna run? I don't even think this is gonna run. Okay, no, it runs. Okay, so my goal has not changed, but we're gonna need to try and get to Irvington so that I can actually work on some mechanics now and try and get this thing repaired, because that's not great. Time to get mechanics to level 5. Yep. I think we do have some books. Mechanics. If I'm not mistaken. I've got level 1. Now the problem there, and I remember because like previously our trunk sustained, oh sorry, our hood sustained a little bit of damage. And that means that when we hit that tree, basically all the damage just went straight to the engine block instead of the hood. Which is why it's had such a massive impact. But it's these little trees, man. For context, right? When you choose 10 years later, the mod, there's an option that says no trees in road, but it doesn't get them all. And I think it almost ends up making it more dangerous because like you're not supposed to be seeing them. You're almost not expecting them, and then all of a sudden there's a bloody big tree in the road. Okay, this might be the farm, or one of. I'm gonna check this out. I don't know what this is, but I want to... If it's one of the 2 farms, I'd like to identify it. Not really sure what this is. Hello, Duck. Been watching the VODs of this on YouTube. Been a cool journey so far. What up, Cheapy? Hello. Yes, we've started this run incredibly well, and you do not need to ask any questions whatsoever. There have been no negative occurrences. Do not ask about the state of the engine. Yes, correct. You don't need to ask because it's fine. And for the love of God, chat, nobody tell Lucy about this because I give her so much shit for her driving in Project Zomboid. I would never live this down. Lucy goes out on a scavenging run, comes back, and the trunk's like, and the engine's just mysteriously gone down to 5% from 100. I don't know how she does it. But nobody tell her that this happened, all right? Okay. A couple more at least. I don't even know if this is the big... I don't think this is it. But I can see a dead cow there. And I'd kind of like to see if it's in decent enough condition to be butchered. It doesn't look rotten from here, at least. The carcass doesn't look rotted. I'm kind of hoping it's not. Empty buckets. That's a 10-liter water container. Damn, dude. Okay. There's 2 cows here. And a bull that's still alive somewhere. Can't. Here we go. Pick up. Butcher. Okay. Butcher. We'll see how much meat this thing has on it. Never know. I sure hope Lucy doesn't watch your videos. She has actually started watching this series. Quickly. Somebody timestamp it. I'll remove it. I'll remove it from the VOD. You'll never know. Oh hey, look. It's good. It's good. The cuts are nice. We got some good cuts. $20 each. A couple of steaks. This is not bad. Not bad, people. Let's look for another one. There should be a second cow in here somewhere. Our butchering skill isn't very high. Ah, there it is. There's the bull. I don't want to mess with the bull. We can just butcher the... There's another one right there. I wonder how these died. Is it lack... Oh, it would have been lack of water, maybe? Because there's lots of food around and lots of grass. Could it have been lack of water? Okay, I don't want to butcher that there because that's like literally right inside a tiny tree that will cut off my vision, and I don't want to do that. Bread. Lima! Thank you very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. It will go to good use on my, probably on my heating system. Those of you that weren't around in the intro, basically we had somebody come out to work on a very small fault to the heating system. It's been running, it just wasn't like the most efficient, basically. Like, it's working fine, it just could maybe be a bit more efficient, and it's turned out that they've done what they wanted to do, and now the heat pump won't turn on, and despite them putting it all back to the way they found it, it still won't turn on, so I've got no hot water and no heating. Okay. So we're potentially going to have to pay out for a bloody new pump for our heating system, which is great. Just what we wanted to hear. But we'll see. They haven't charged us, thankfully. As they shouldn't, of course. But yes, it could be an interesting one. Matazak, thank you very much for the Prime as well. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. I should definitely change out these bandages after this because we're getting covered in blood and stuff. It's probably not very hygienic. Honestly though, This was an amazing find. We've come away with so much meat from this. Just from, like, you know, what was that, like 3 dead cows? And yes, the cuts are poor. Yes, the quality's not great, but it's meat, and meat means calories and, you know, food. Also, after the recent update, the calories shouldn't be too bad now, because calorie consumption was kind of out of whack. So certain basic actions were taking up more calories than they should have. And that's why we were all struggling to pile on the pounds in build 42. Now it should be kind of fixed. In build 41 RV interior mod, the building you teleport to when you enter the RV had a rain collector installed on the roof. Is that still the case? Yeah, so they still have a built-in rain collector. Yep. I keep meaning to hook up a sink in mine, actually. Okay, so now we have some steaks, some beef cuts. You know what? I feel like cooking all of this. It's nighttime right now. We don't have much better to do. I feel like we'd just be better off cooking it all, right? Because it's gonna need to be cooked again when it's put into dishes. So let's cook it all up. Where did the steaks go? Am I blind? Or did our steaks just vanish? Oh, wait, what? It went in the tackle box. Okay. Also love that there's these new buttons at the bottom of the inventory panel now where you can like turn on stuff, move to floor, take all settings. It's so nice. Right, let's keep an eye on all of this. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab, do we have a mechanics book? Because I'm gonna need it now. We're gonna need to get to work on that sooner rather than later. Midstream ad, sad times, yep. Unfortunately, sort of a necessary evil. I apologize. But Moon Doge, thank you for the follow. Pass some time here. It's all cooking at the same speed, so you can fast forward a little bit. Okay, let's take all of this out. Do we have some roasts already? We do. We have a couple of roasts right now. I feel like we'll just throw these cuts of meat in the freezer. Maybe eat one as well. Let's eat a full cut of beef. Look at that thing, dude. That is a roast joint right there. Holy. Love that. All right. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Are we now putting on calories? I feel like we should be. No, we're losing. Infected. God damn it. Okay, let's clean that up. I thought we had a water dispenser in here. Am I crazy? Might be crazy. Okay, it's not infected anymore. We are in pain though. Let's put this on. Clean up a couple of other bandages. It would drive me crazy not to get the XP pop-ups. Yeah? I'm not too worried. My main thing is like, you know, as long as I'm earning the XP, and I know I am, so. Right, we are going to read a little bit here. We're not going to be able to sleep because we're in pain, so we're going to read a little before we, you know, pass out for the night. Finally made it to a live stream. What up, Hobson? How are you? Abhorson? I don't know if that's how I should be pronouncing that. Jerome Ramus, thank you very much for the follows. Appreciate that. While I've actually got you guys, chat, I want your opinion on something. So, Humble Bundle. You guys are familiar, yes? Humble Bundle is doing a bundle of games right now. Called the Lone Survivor Bundle. Let me pull it up. Right here. So this is, oh no, not full screen that. Full screen the main window. Piss off, go away. So this is the Lone Survivor Bundle, which has Conan Exiles, Chernobylite Premium Edition, Forager, which looks great by the way, Duckside, Star Sand, Breath Edge, Above Snakes, Force of Nature 2, and State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. Now, I actually already have State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. I also have Conan Exiles. And I also have Duckside. But I was thinking, one of these days coming up, if you guys are interested, we might play some of these on the stream and just see, like, you know, what we think about each one. Or at least some of them. I would definitely be interested in doing another playthrough on a VOD, like on some streams of State of Decay 2. That is an amazing game, especially if you play it with someone. And I feel like it could make for a really interesting sort of like journey for you guys to watch. Above Snakes is really new and I'm kind of interested by that one. And Forager just looks awesome. I feel like this could be like a hidden gem that I've just never heard of. So, I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but yeah. Kind of figure like maybe we'll check a few of these out on a stream sometime. Maybe do like a longer stream and just check out like each game in the bundle for a short period. I'm not too interested by Star Sand. Star Sand looks kind of, I don't know, it doesn't look like anything special to me. Above Snakes looks pretty cool. Like, are you guys Above Snakes for a sec? What I like about this one is it's kind of got like this weird sort of like tile system. Where you unlock more of the map, I guess. Like gradually. So like you can see the edges of the tile here that they're on. So you unlock like more tiles as you explore, which is kind of interesting. So I was thinking about giving this one a go. I almost did a sponsorship with Above Snakes actually. Just couldn't meet an agreement on a price for the sponsor, so I'd still be interested in checking it out. So you get the idea. Survival game, right? We've all been there. Build a base, fish, survive. But then there's zombies in it too. So I figured, you know, It might be up your guys' street. And then State of Decay 2, I'm sure many of you guys have seen before. Breath Edge is kind of interesting because it's a space game. Space survival. And I hadn't actually heard about this, but it's got some very good reviews. So I'm kind of interested to check out Breath Edge. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. I don't know, something about being lost in space, floating in like a wreckage sounds kind of interesting. The chicken multi-tool is hilarious. I really enjoyed Breath Edge. Is that what that was? A chicken multi-tool? Conan Exiles, really good PvE game. Definitely could revisit that. I've never played Chernobylite. Have never played Chernobylite. Basically just a single player, like, sort of stalker esque sort of game, from what I understand, right? So would be interested in trying that. What up, Broken? Did I miss the PC bit? No. We're just reading a book right now. You've not missed it. We're reading a book, so we're looking at a couple of trailers real quick. Discussing an idea with chat. So, yeah, basically just, you know, Stalker-esque vibes with weird shit going on. And then this one has 91% positive reviews on Steam, and I genuinely think this could be like a hidden gem. This is called Forager. So, interested by that one because it looks different, and has really, really good ratings. And then I think State of Decay 2, just because, like, State of Decay 2 for me is like an all-time classic. I loved State of Decay as a series. I cannot wait for the third one. Is the idea terrible locations for a honeymoon? It's this month's Humble Bundle, and I was kind of just thinking about checking a bunch of them out on stream with you guys. Basically. Okay, so left hand's still bandaged. I think we should be able to sleep now, so let's give this a try. Not tired enough. Okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna keep reading. I'll skip some time while we do it, so we're not just sat here for ages. But I think reading the mechanics skill book right now is advised. And then we're just gonna have to start like detaching the lights from the vehicle and some other things just to start building up the skill. Creeping through the fog while pensive banjo music plays and a horde of zombies staggers by you in the middle of the night made State of Decay one of my GOAT series, dude. It's the thing I really like about State of Decay is how when you play it on like the higher difficulties, it completely changes from like a story kind of like adventure sandbox sort of game to like a really challenging survival experience where like you end up with these crazy narratives as you keep playing. I think me and Rye played State of Decay 2 for a while, and it was so much fun. Definitely want to go back and visit it. I don't know who I would have on to play State of Decay 2 with us. I do feel like if we were going to play State of Decay 2, I would want to play it co-op. I may ask Deef because so I've done a couple of videos with Deef like not too long ago. And I know he would be up for like helping with a video or two himself. So I might ask Deef to come and play with us. Deef's hilarious, great dude. If you've never heard of Deef as a content creator, he's on YouTube and he is absolutely fantastic. Really awesome content creator. Does like first person games, third person shooters, known for things like Ghost Recon, Wildlands, the Sniper Elite series, Battlefield, Arc Raiders, that sort of thing. We're going to be playing Arc Raiders with Deef when that drops. Heck, we'll probably do a stream or two on Battlefield 6 when that drops too. Not that we'll do like a crazy amount of Battlefield, but we'll probably do like, you know, a stream or two. Just a couple, right? Have that nostalgia for a little bit. I do love me some Battlefield, and Battlefield 6's beta was good. Let's see. Okay. I'm excited for BF6. They fixed the movement and some of the weapons. Nice. What do you need to be able to fix engines to level 4? Yeah, we're gonna have our work cut out for us, which reminds me, we should so all we're gonna do is can you oh, it doesn't really matter, does it, if we can't reinstall the radio? Let's be honest. Okay, we can. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna keep we're gonna uninstall the headlights and the tail lights and the radio, and then we just put them all right back in. And we're gonna keep doing this until we gain the XP we need. I want to find another heavy vehicle so we can replace the hood as well, because that was what caused our engine to take damage in the first place, was the fact that the hood was so damaged. I think, yeah, so to repair the engine, we need level 4 mechanics. And do the battery too. Oh yeah, good point. Battlefield 1942 was a great game. Oh man, back in the day. So I started playing Battlefield back on Battlefield 2 Bad Company was when I started. Actually, no, I tell a lie. Was 2142 was before that, right? It might have been Battlefield 2142. because I freaking love that game. That was the first time Battlefield did futuristic combat, and it freaking slapped. "2142" was the second BF game. Yeah, I played that. I played that a lot. Freaking love that game, dude. Those zombies gonna follow me. Look, I'm very quickly gonna nip into this garage. Those zombies might follow me, but I'm hoping we can be quick enough to avoid them. Never mind. Here they come, look. The zombies. Fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, chat. Okay. Real quick. Replace this bandage. I found 2142 really difficult. Bad Company 2 is my favorite. I just love 2142 because of the relatively grounded combat. So like it wasn't like super sci-fi like abilities on your characters and like gadgetry and shit from what I remember, but it was still like futuristic in the sense that like there was some cool stuff going on. It was interesting. There's so many Zeds. That's one of the 2 farms. There ain't no way we're getting in there right now. Maybe if we sneak in on this side, but we've got some meat now, so I'm not really in as much of a rush. We might be able to sneak over to the fields, look. Maybe. See how far these zombies follow. Because if they don't follow me all the way up this road, we might be able to sneak over into the fields. Where the cows are. I think we could. There's a cow there. That one's alive. I'd just be going for the ones that are already dead, I think. Scavenge what meat we can. Anybody else find it weird that there are garages all over the place in this game, but vehicles never spawn in them? Yeah, they kind of spawn on the driveway out front instead. Which, yeah, you're right, is a little bit odd. I'm guessing though it's probably from like an ease of design, where like, you know, it's allowing the player access without being impeded by a vehicle that they can't move because maybe it's locked. It's just easier if it's on the driveway. Oh, lag spike. We crashed. Nope, we're good. Okay, so we've got a few cows around here. What are we butchering this with? Am I butchering this with a freaking multi-tool? Get out of here, dude. I have a bloody meat cleaver. Surely that would be better. Oh, he's using the multi-tool anyway. Okay, well. Free leather? I don't think there's really anything I want the leather for. It's the meat, mostly. Damn, okay, that's some really good meat right there. Holy. Dude, we ain't even gonna need to go fishing. Who said fishing? I never said we're coming here to find a fishing rod, chat. No, we've come here to find dead cows. This was all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Yeah, you eat that roast beef, dude. Said to not be used. I'm intrigued though. Like, does it matter which one I use? Like the handy knife versus meat cleaver. Like, does it matter? I'm kind of intrigued. Or is it just going to be like the same quality? This brought cattle. It's the cattle farm on the east side of Irvington. Handy knife isn't very durable. So far, it doesn't seem to have affected that. Oh, did we not get any meat off this one? Oh, there is. Not much, though. So far, it doesn't seem to have affected durability. Hang on. Yeah, it's the conditions at maximum. It's not done anything to it. And we butchered like 4 cows, so... that I'm not too worried about. I'm eating so much of this beef just because I want to put on calories. I want to stop losing weight. We're going to eat so much meat. And junk food. God, I wish it was this hard to put on weight in real life, chat. Might not make a difference, but you seem to not want it to be used for butchering. But it's more I kind of assumed that the butcher cleaver would do it better. But now I'm actually like thinking like, actually, is that true? Does it do it better? Ooh, we're getting average cuts now, 64. Holy, look at all the meat that's come off this one. Damn, dude. Gee, thick. No bone broth? Is that a vanilla recipe? Where are you going? Okay, there we go. I don't think bone broth is a thing, right? I just learned the handy knife can go in your keyring. Yes, it can. Yeah, so far the condition hasn't reduced once. So I'm kind of wondering if this like even matters. But yeah, look. Who's in there? Great. Steak average cut. Okay. Okay, this is enough. This is enough. How much steak, like... yeah. Where does the handy knife go? That's right, it goes in the square hole. Dude, that video is so fucking funny. Of the lady just freaking out that they keep putting things in the wrong hole. I realize how dirty that sounded, chat. It is not what you think, okay? Right, you missed it. We were talking about State of Decay 2 earlier. It's in Humble Bundle this month. In a Survivor like bundle package. Survival games. The Lone Survivor bundle. I was talking about like maybe we'll play a bunch of the games on it in some streams coming up. I'd definitely be interested in playing State of Decay 2 again. Maybe on like a high difficulty. Went up again. Damn, dude, we learning to butcher. Oh, okay. There's zombies here. I'm gonna... Okay, I think that gunshot drew a few of them this way. I'm gonna just slip away now and get back to the RV. Oh no! I fell. My hat! I must rescue my hat. I can't leave without it. I'm sorry. Later, nerds. Can't possibly be without my hat. Seems a great shame you can't collect a cow skull or two and mount them on your truck bonnet. You can collect the skulls. I don't think you can mount them on the bonnet. But let's check that place out. Bread. What up, Rye? MrAtomicDuck. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. How's it going at the jewelry store now? Now that you've had some time to run the place, how are you feeling about it? Okay. Dude, can you imagine the amount of cooking XP? Okay, let's see. So we're at 88 cooking XP with no boost. If we had the skill book right now, oh we would be gaining so much XP from this endeavor. With cooking too. I'm feeling like I struck gold. Maybe a little bit of pun intended. Yeah, you enjoying it? That's awesome, man. I told you. What did I tell you about, like, all that time ago when we had the conversation about what you want to do? What did I tell you about, like, being self-employed and finding something that, like, you know, you really enjoy doing and how it can be so fulfilling? Like, dude, it's fucking great. Being self-employed is the best. No boss looking over your shoulder. I don't know why the oven's making this weird sound, but... Wow, okay. That was a lot of XP. So... we just went from 88 out of 150, I think it would be, to 81 out of 300, so... that was a lot of XP right there. That was a lot of XP. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this meat. Hell yeah, brother. I am living so many Southern Americans' dreams right now. I'm living in the truck with vast amounts of steak on the road. Heck, the venison we have, we shot and killed ourselves. We're like living that hunter-gatherer life. You remember from the last episode, we went and actually shot a deer. We have so much steak that, look at this. This is a Texan's wet dream, dude. Have you fired your large bore gun today? No, not today. Not today. All right, so let's have a look here. We've just passed the cattle farm, so we're not far from the town itself now. So I think there's gonna be. Hang on, let me. Oh, hello. Yeah, so we're gonna pass this house here. There's gonna be another one on the left, and that will be the sort of the last house before town. There's more. There's like dead pigs there as well. Oh, there's so much meat. I think we're good now, though, to be honest. It's a good job that we're hitting these farms now, though, because how many days in are we? Like 10 days, like much longer, and those corpses will be rotted. So I feel like we've hit them at the right time, where they're all starting to run out of food and capitalizing while we've got the chance, you know. Butchering level 3. That's not bad. Here we are. Look. So this is a warehouse. Oh my god, another tree. My plan was to pull in here. Might need to do some clearance. But we're well fed. I'm ready for this. Did you just fall over? I freaking hate when there's zombies like these, dude. Now you fall over. Okay. Like, and I can't even say that it's down to the zombie settings on this one, because we've got their strength to like weak and toughness to normal, so it's like there shouldn't be that much variety. It really frustrates me when you get that odd zombie that just refuses to fall over. All right. Maintenance 3. I don't know if we have that or not, so. The big stack of boxes in the back there that we're not going to be able to reach. Spawn. Well, we don't really need, like, growing stuff. If we will wobble and they don't fall down, right? Oh, if that gardening fork was in good condition, man. Wallpaper paste powder. Used to plaster high-level wooden walls. Requires a bucket of water. We could wallpaper our base. Box of nails. Never have too many of those. What this? Oxygen tank. Iron bar. I'm gonna swap my iron pipe for this iron bar. Did they fix plaster yet? Oh, I have no idea. No idea. Wait, can I not use the iron bar? Is that a two-handed? Okay. So we got a hammer. That's fine. Beef chunk jerky co. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick seat. Let's have a look at. Let me show you guys where we're at right now and where we're gonna be going. Okay. Quick pause. Swap monitor. Bring up map. Okay. Right. So we are here. Okay. Let me bring up the floor. So we're here at the edge of town of Irvington. We're looking for. Well, initially I came here for fishing supplies, and I do kind of still want to try and find a fishing rod. But now I'm thinking our focus needs to be more on mechanics. So I guess we can just look for like some vehicles in town. The problem is that vehicles are so few and far between right now because of the setting we're in. There's a hardware store in town here that I'd like to visit. Main reason because, you know, we could find all sorts of useful tools there. We could probably set up some stuff that we need for the van. We can get like a fishing rod maybe. There is then a sports store over here, which again might hold a fishing rod. We've got a Gigamart, food, comic store, gun store. The gun store would be cool. That place is going to be packed though, I'm sure. Another supermarket there. Wouldn't mind looting the post office. The post office depends what kind of loot there is. Oh, there's not really any loot containers. Post offices are often like really good loot, but it depends if they actually have loot. As if they have any like containers they're holding. There's an antique stove there. We could also try and get like a bunch of rotten food to try and get like a composter maybe to get us some bait for fishing. Farming supply store, that was the other one. I was going to check this out on the off chance maybe they've got some fishing supplies. Also garden forks as well. But it's all pretty much straight through this first section of town. What a promotional. Thank you for the 100 bits, dude. Thank you. Duck, why are you living in the back of a truck? Are you okay financially? No. Next question. Okay. Let's do it. We're gonna... we're gonna... I think we're gonna start by heading to the... I want to say by heading to the rural farming supply, but it's like right smack in the middle of town. I think we're going to try the hardware store instead. We're going to try the hardware store. And there's like a Zippy Mart right around the corner. Maybe we'll be able to get some high calorie food there. So we need to head straight up this road until it bends to the left. Basically. Which I've heard from my doctor is totally normal, chat, by the way. if any of you were wondering. I mean, what? Ooh, water dispenser. I'm making use of that while we're here. Fridge. Oh, there's like a whole other storage room back here. Shit. I'm gonna have a look through here. Bolt cutters. Nice. Pretty durable weapon. Oh, sink. We could fit this. It's a hanging sink too. This would work perfect. You just need to go grab a pipe wrench. Egg nabbit. Okay. This is where proximity loot really comes in handy, situations like this. Okay. Fill my water bag. We're gonna wash as well, I think, probably. After the apocalypse, Duck's career as a content creator kind of fell through, and he was forced to move into the back of a truck. Yep. Canon. Actual canon event. What's your opinions on 007 First Light? Yeah, I mean, it looks all right. I'm not sure it'll be one I play though. Not really my taste in games. Like, you know, happy for the people that that are excited. Not, I don't know, doesn't do it for me. All right. Books. Where be the books? There they are. Okay, we didn't have maintenance 3. Amazing. Pipe wrench. Gib. I'll swap it for the butcher's cleaver. Alright, we're looking pretty safe, he says. So let's go get that sink. We're gonna plug that bad boy in. Up. Can zombies break into the truck? No. No, because the way it works, like, to make the interior work, basically, it's like there's a small box on the very, very, very edge of the map, basically. And that's where they put it. You just create, like, an extra cell, like, on the edge of the map. Which is why you can kind of see, like, the outside here. Okay. Well, that one actually worked pretty well, I think. Right there. Maybe at the end. Let's put it at the end. Well, next to the bin. Next to the bin. The end. Next to the bin? Or at the end? Next to the bin. Easy. Right. Plum. Alright, sick. Okay. It's connected to the rain collector on the roof that currently has 78.22 liters of water. Okay. Amazing. We now have ANSYNC. No, but woe betide you if you get into a truck and there's already a zombie in there. Happened to me with a clicker during the Last of Us modded run with Tink. My lady did not survive that. Oh man, yeah, rough. We're actually doing a Last of Us wipe on the Patreon server next month. Starts in a few days actually. For those interested, that's exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. If you are watching this on YouTube VODs, there will be a link in the description to my Patreon. Yeah, we're doing like a full, oh, there goes the engine. Yeah, we're doing like a full, The Last of Us wipe with, the zombies, the spore zones, all that. It should be good. One of the more interesting wipes. I think they're starting it with a launch event, but I'm not 100% actually. I'm not sure if the admins are launching the month with an event this time or not. Ooh. Oh, there's no way I can stop to loot this, is there? There's gonna be like loads of zombies following me. How many? Maybe 3 so far. I'm doing it. The need to level mechanics skill has taken over. I believe Tink has you on Patreon with a +1. We may just get in on that. I'd recommend it. It's a good time. And it's always the best time to jump into the Patreon server is always at the start of a new wipe. So a lot of zombies. But I need this mechanic skill. I'm gonna try looting the back first. Oh, heck. You've really ragged on that engine. Yeah, we crashed into a tree right at the start of today's stream. It was fine before that. It was one incident that did it. Those sneaky hidden trees that blend in with the road. Server? Yeah, a Patreon server. Exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. The PvP or just everybody usually trying to work together? It's fully PvE. We're not a PvP server at all. PvP is turned off. Be careful with those mods, Dream. The recent, like, the update in the last couple days has meant we've had to trim the mod pack quite a bit. We had to remove the neat building and crafting mods, proximity inventory. I want to say I removed filibusters guns as well. Nobody panic, chat. Nobody panic. This is fine. Hoping we might be able to lose them around that house, but that's a negatory on that one. I do not think we're going to be able to loot this truck as intended. I wanted to do some mechanics, and they've all just sort of shown up now on all sides. Oh, please, no. Jesus. Talk about time in there. It's fine, chat. Nobody panic. Stop panicking. I can hear you panicking. Stop it. Okay, don't freeze. Don't like that. No lag, please. No lag, por favor. Oh, is my game gonna crash? My game's crashed. Oh, good. Oh, good. We've crashed. We go again. Hopefully that hasn't just, like, completely ruined my save file. See? Ugh. Have you given the rat race a go? No, it's too much time commitment, man. I've not got it in me to play Project Zomboid for that long. I wouldn't be able to do it. When was this? 3:24 on the 1st. It's half an hour ago. God frickin' damn it, dude. I will say, this could just be because obviously we're running on a modded playthrough after a recent update. But I will say, has anybody just found progressively since build 42 that vehicle travel has been getting worse and worse in terms of lag? That's the first time I've ever crashed. Oh no, we're good. Look, we've started where we were. But since build 42, I've found that vehicle travel has just been more and more laggy over time. Lies, you crashed earlier into a tree. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. True. Not quite the crash I was talking about. Okay, this is where I wanted to be. Right here. I mean, it's totally impossible to drive above 35 miles per hour. Very laggy. Fully zoomed out. It's pretty bad. I think it's down to how the zombies cluster up, causing slow loading. I mean, I don't know what's causing it, but I've certainly noticed that it's been a lot worse since, like, and it's a lot of people in my comments as well on YouTube are saying that, like, oh, you know, this has gotten significantly worse after like the last update, or and I see it quite often. And like, I'm inclined to agree that like after updates, like driving seems to just keep getting worse. And I don't know why. I would like it to stop. Oh, hang on. Let's see. I think I've just had a text from the plumber. Oh, for peace sake, dude. Eggplant, thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. What's your current zombie kill and survival time? We have... So we're 10 days in with 651 kills. Bollocks. Excuse my French. Sorry, chat. That's the sound of me finding out that I have in fact got to pay out for a new pump on the heating system, which is going to cost me about 160 quid on a month that I can't really afford it, and I'm having to look at pension contributions for the first time. So that's good. Love that for me. And this was a pump that was working fine until the heating system plumbing person took a look at it today, tried to fix an issue to make it more efficient, stopped working, put it all back to the way they found it, and still wouldn't work. And now I'm having to pay for a new pump. So that's good. Love that. Should have just left the bloody thing alone. That's fine. Right. Never good news if a plumber contacts you. Indeed. Well, basically, there's like some of the houses on this estate have been having issues with their air source heat pumps and underfloor heating and stuff. And by the sounds of it, some of the other houses on this estate that I'm on have had like really big problems with theirs to the point where they're having to spend like thousands of pounds to get things like repaired and worked out. Mine was just that like I was potentially losing some like heat efficiency, and they were gonna basically like write that, and it was gonna cost me about 60 quid. Because my neighbor recommended them after they've helped them with a bunch of their stuff. They've taken a look at mine, which was working fine. Done what they wanted to do, and then the pump was basically coming back with like saying that it, you know, there was a blockage. And now having set it all back to normal, it's not working. So I've got no heating and hot water. They've apparently now confirmed that it's the pump that will need like replacing, which is like 160 quid. Which is great. But who knows? I'll bring it. I'll have to see if it's on like a warranty of some kind or anything like that, because the house is only like 3 years old. So I don't know. Touch wood, like maybe we might be able to see if it's on like some kind of warranty. But I know that the previous people that were here didn't get the thing serviced, so the boiler doesn't have any like warranty on it because it's void. Because they didn't get it serviced because they're assholes. So I don't know, maybe just go to the manufacturer. I'm not sure. That was an absolute waste of time, that store. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted. Let me take a pause and look at our map and stuff and read some comments. Didn't you just buy the house? Yeah, we moved in May. Their liability, that's what liability insurance is for. Wonders of being a homeowner: only mess with efficiency when installing new stuff. If you touch existing stuff after a certain time frame, something will break. Yeah, I mean, you know, benefit of hindsight, but what else are we saying? At least he didn't charge you to break the pump. Yeah, I mean, they, you know, they didn't do anything. So they've had to, you know, not charge me for that. I wouldn't have paid them if they did. Are they new builds? Yeah. So well, yeah. Again, relatively. So it's about 3 years old. So yeah, still new. Should still be under the builder's warranty. Yeah, but I'm not sure if the heating system's on that or not. Because it's an air source heat pump, they'll be put in by like somebody else, I think. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out like who to go to, basically. Who Been watching you on and off. One of my go-to people to listen to while I ride my bicycle to work and back. Have had issues with my current save, and I'm wondering if that is similar to what happened to the previous save of yours. I'm in Japan, so this is the first time I can actually catch you live. What up, Brazen Gaming? How you doing? It's probably a mod. A lot of mods have been balked after this latest update. Depending on how many you run, you know, kind of depends on like what mods it's likely to be. I know neat crafting, neat building, proximity inventory have had problems. Clothing mods are having some issues at the moment. Which perks traits did you pick? Here you go. So this is our list. We've got thin-skinned, prone to illness, slow healer, weak stomach, speed demon, cat's eyes, dexterous, vehicle knowledge, fast learner, and low weight because because. Any kind of insurance for your plumbing, British Gas Home Care. So we have like we got it serviced before I moved in. And I was looking at like service plans and stuff like that, but unfortunately the service plans that I was looking at don't actually cover the costs of like repairs and things, so I steered clear of that. And to be honest, with the amount of insurances I've had to get since moving into the house, I don't think I could even afford it, mate. I don't think I could afford the monthly costs. I've had to get, since moving into here, I've got life insurance, home insurance, contents insurance, I've got my car insurance. I genuinely, with my outgoings every month at the moment, I don't think I can afford more insurance. Unless we're talking like a few quid a month. So yeah, not sure it'd be an option for me, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just gonna have to find out who's responsible for installing it. Sorry, chat. Right. Cool. That's gonna cost me 173 quid. As a gesture of goodwill, she's knocking £20 off. Good. Like that's gonna make a bloody dent. But there you go. They are adamant that they can't have done anything to cause it, and that it was an existing fault. I don't understand how that can be an existing fault if it only comes up when you do something to it, but there you go. Right, so further down this road is a sports store, so let's go all the way down here and have a look. I have too many mods. I need to stop being a mod hoarder. Yeah, if you're using a lot of mods, man, I couldn't tell you which one it could possibly be. But clothing mods are a good bet right now because a lot of those have been broken after this update. But you know, what the fuck, dude? What is happening to my game? Jesus Christ. Driving is just unbearable right now. Yeah, after the recent update, a lot of stuff is broken, and that's honestly the risk we take with Unstable Branch, right? That's why I wasn't too peeved about potentially losing this playthrough. It's kind of the risk you take. I think my next playthrough, I'm gonna use the mod Ain't That a Kick in the Head, and we're gonna do like a spawn with a bullet in our heads and see if we can fix it. So that'll be interesting. Need a better CPU. Oh, wait. Yeah, literally running a 5080 and a Ryzen 9950X 3D. If I'm having performance problems with Project Zomboid, then everybody's having performance problems. Why did you ground strike there? That was so lame. Stop that. Like get up instantly. Jesus, so long for killing like 3 zombies. So seen CCCI, no lag problems unless I zoom out all the way. Yeah, they've only been getting it when driving, but I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people have been having like problems with lag while driving, so. I promise it's not me just like complaining about nothing. Okay, this will all be rotten, that's fine. Let's find some high-calorie nonsense for us to eat. Streamer, please hydrate. You need it after that. Do you think? I honestly can I make that a beer? Because I feel like I need a beer. I can't have a beer because I'm driving later. I'm not pissed. Honestly, chat. I'm not mad. Chat, stop it, all right? I'm totally calm and collected right now. I am not angry in any way. So shut your pie hole, all right? You have my permission to make it a beer. The German has given me permission to make it a beer, chat. That's the sign I need. If a German says I can have a beer, then I'm allowed a beer. They are the masters. I would be silly to refuse. No, seriously though, I'm not going to because I'm driving, but I'm half tempted to get somebody else out to look at this pump. Sorry, chat. That's like I can't help it. That's like just really bad news that's just come in, and I'm like, and now it's on my mind. But like, you know, obviously, like having somebody else come in to look at it, you risk then paying more to have someone else come and check it out, just to be told the same thing. But then, but then I don't know if I want this person doing the fix anyway, like doing the new installation. So maybe it is worth me getting somebody else out to have a look. Something to think about. Only problem is I've sort of got to make my mind up on that today. I'll have a think. Did I tell you I'm getting a whole new kitchen? Mine flooded. Oh, brother. Please tell me you have insurance. Please tell me you have insurance. You ain't paying for shit? Good. Okay. Well, I mean, at least you've got that as your peace of mind, right? That's like, that's good, man. I mean, like, it sucks that happened, and I'm sorry, but like, you know, it's good that you've got the insurance, and well done. Well done for having it. Think of it as invest. I mean, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy to say think of it as investing, and I do appreciate where you're coming from, but like let's just say like I'm very much struggling with like some of the costs coming up in my life right now, and it's not, I don't have the spare funds to invest in something. I've got a huge tax bill coming up at the start of next year that I'm having to try and put as much money away for, and at the same time I'm being assailed by constant costs and problems that I didn't expect to have. So I'm trying not to spend money, and it's just not working because things like this keep coming up. Really what I needed was just to not fucking touch it, but after hearing about like all the other houses on the estates, I thought I was doing the right thing by having somebody out to have a look at it and, you know, getting any issues fixed, and now it's turned out to be the wrong thing, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, rough. I need a new flashlight. Mine's gone dead. Am I carrying batteries? I know we have batteries. Okay, here we go. There we go. No, use the bloody flashlight. Always something to pay for, yep. There's a lot of zombies over there. Not sure I want to bother. Thank you, Wombat. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm sure that Twitch sub that comes back as like, what is it? £1, £1.80, £1.90. Yeah, that'll cover it. Thanks. I appreciate you. That'll cover it. Oh, frick me. I've just had the spare room decorated as well, so we're gonna pay for that. Because that's needed doing since I moved in. And we literally had it decorated earlier this week, and then like this thing with the boiler came up, and it's like, stop. And I've got the pension guy coming tomorrow to talk to me about like, you know, how much I should be putting away a month into my pension starting like now. To reduce my next year's tax bill, but I can't do that because I'm busy paying this year's tax bill, and it, oh god, man, my brain. My head, my heart, my soul. Anyway, you guys don't need to hear about all that. Something wrong with zombies walking out of a place called Lucky Noodle? I know, right? It's all you can eat Chinese food in there. The heck are they doing? So what you're saying is we need to do a subathon. What I'm saying is I need to keep working at videos and VODs and streams, yeah. Yes. Wait, why am I getting in the truck? I don't want to get in the truck. The sports thing's over there. But we're getting tired, so I need to sleep. God damn it, frickin'. It's okay. I'm not losing it right now, chat. It's okay. I'm all right. We're not losing it. Everything's fine, okay? Everything's fine. Stop it. Behave yourself. Wait. Right. Let's eat an entire sauce pot of ranch with a spoon. Because that's what mentally stable post-apocalypse survivors would do. Look at that chocolate candy. Chase that ranch with it. With some chocky. I used to have a mod called Backpack plus Satchel, but the creator wanted to stop making them, so I'm looking for a replacement mod. I was wondering if you knew of any. Not for backpacks, no. I mean, you could try Pack Mule. I don't know if you've checked out that mod. Pack Mule. I can't really vouch for how good it is, but you could give it a try. What you're telling us is that Frank needs to get an advertising contract with Horse and Hound, yeah. I'll make Frank a TikTok account and just start posting Frank clips. He's gonna be a star. No, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. So this run is fine now. Yep. We had to trim the mod pack quite considerably, but it works. Definitely not tilted. Not one bit. Is this where you wanted to end up, Duck? Living in a van down by the river? Rengray, you can't hit me with shit right now like that, all right? I've just been talking about how I'm struggling with monthly payments and unexpected costs. Don't be saying things like that, all right? That's too heavy. Stop that. Not allowed. Not allowed. How are the new builds in the UK? The ones in the US are horrible. Like, I mean, complete shit. They're not, like, the best, to be honest. I mean, until now, I would have said we've gotten pretty lucky with this one. The installation's pretty good. The water's, you know, the water's fine. Honestly, like, I think the only thing that I'd noticed about this place that wasn't great was the fact that the thermostats were kind of not in the right places, really. But other than that, it's been great. And, like, honestly, like, I don't know if I can put today's fault down to the house either, because it was fine until it had been messed with. So, I don't know. Guess you should be happy you have a van. Yeah, exactly. It's not like you're eating roadkill. No, we're just eating random animal corpses we found in the wild already dead. I think that's worse than eating roadkill. I don't even know what killed them. New builds in Australia would blow away in the wind. Yeah, I mean, I did my due diligence with this place. We had a surveyor out and everything. We had a full survey of the house. So I knew what I was getting into and like what was, you know, potentially going to be a problem. So, and it was like two very minimal things that needed sort of like sorting out when I'm able to do so, and that was kind of it. Usukar, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. So, yeah, I think overall I got pretty lucky. Who dis? Who dis? Only Baller, thank you very much for the tier 1, sir. Much obliged. Hey, and thank you for the 5 gifted as well, my friend. Oh. Thank you, buddy. That's huge. I appreciate that. Valorant added 1 community gift sub. Isn't that like almost essentially free advertising? Is that not what that is? But I appreciate it, Baller. Thank you very much, man. Much obliged. Much obliged. Thank you, buddy. Guys, can we get some MrAtomicDucks in the chat, please? For only Baller. I would appreciate it. And for the new subs, congratulations on the hookups, folks. Hope you enjoy those emotes. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's weird. Not sure how I feel about that one, but it's all right. I don't think I have a choice. So, curious about your setup. What powers your electrical devices? The truck engine. It's the battery, I believe. The truck battery. We're gonna finish this book and then we're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna have to eat more meat as well. Alright, we're done with the book. We're gonna eat more of this roast because we're just trying to pack on the pounds right now, dude. Oh, we're not losing weight anymore. Hell yeah, brother. We just need to put on a little bit. Like literally like 1 kilogram and then we'll be out of the low weight boundary. We're almost there. Right, let's go ahead and remove this average cut from the oven, and I'm gonna take a steak to have in the morning as well. The average cut I'm gonna put in as part of this roast, I think. Okay. Now we sleep. Now we sleep. Yeah, thank you again for the gifted subs, man. It's gonna go a long way right now. Let's let's put it like that. So thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, 5:10 in the morning. Right, let's eat our little steak. Let's make a roast. Can't use the cooking menu now because I've had to do away with that mod. We're gonna add some cabbage, kale, radish, carotes, there must be some sauce as well that I've got here. Olive oil, yes. Oil adds a lot. And then ranch. Ranch. Reviewsy, thank you very much for the prime sub. Appreciate that, guys. Can we get some more MrAtomicDucks in the chat, please? Thank you all. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. What book do we want to read next as well? I've got to figure that out. I think we were learning carpentry before. I think. Were we? I reckon we could do carpentry. We haven't got any carpentry skill yet, so let's go with that. Need a power source for the appliances. The car battery runs them. We may need to change the car battery soon. We do have a spare though, thankfully, that we found earlier in the playthrough. Right. Carrots. Cabbage. Radish. Kale. What up, the last pickle? How you doing? How much do you think the last pickle on Earth would be worth, chat? Like, if there was a disease that only targeted pickles, cucumbers, right? And turned them inedible, ruined harvests, right? And there was only one pickle remaining in the world. How much do you think it would be worth? About $350. How long have you been waiting to say that? How long? How long? A horrible hypothetical. I would kill myself. Yeah, me too. Can you imagine if there was only one pickle left? A pickleless world? Life wouldn't be worth living in a pickleless world. I can't do that. Oh, Frank, you stinky bugger. Frank's under the desk right now, and it's hit about that time where he starts farting, chat, I think. Okay. So I gotta make it across the way. There's one group of zombies in front of us. Frank Cam, he's sleeping right now. I don't want to wake him up at this current moment. If he wakes up himself here in a little bit, or like maybe at the end of the stream, I'll grab him. I don't like to wake him up unless when he's sleeping. I once made a dick joke to a guy whose last name is Phallus after waiting for almost a year. I mean, I applaud your patience, because that would have been a day one thing for me. We probably wouldn't have been friends, because, like, he'd have hated me. Imagine. That would have been day one. Frank pretending to sleep. Frank loves attention. If he thought he could get attention right now just by being awake, he would fucking go for it, dude. Wouldn't want Frank around in an apocalypse with an ass like that. You wouldn't want Frank around in an apocalypse because he makes noise all the time. He's snuffling and like just and if anybody knocks on the door or rings the bell, he's like immediately like runs over and starts yipping. And my boy is not a quiet dog, you know. He would be terrible in a zombie apocalypse. Oh, hang on. He's awake now. He's up. Hang on. Let me see if he wants to say hi. Frankie? Hello? Oh, big stretch, bub. You want to say hi? Hang on, chat. Hi, Bubba. Having a nap. Or, so you guys can't hear him right now, but he's making so many snuffles because he just had a nap. Oh, big yawn. And he just burped. Nice. So your ball. Have your ball. See your ball. Yeah. Ah. Wah. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Ah, wow, 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 wow. Hit it then. Got it? Go in. He loves his ball, chat. He takes it with him everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Mind. What you doing? Huh? Huh? Oh. That nice. Leaning into my hand right now. He wants a fuss. Boy. Yeah. Itchy air time. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? Silly. You showing off? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? So anyway, chat. That's Frank. He's a very good boy that loves nothing. That loves nothing except cuddles, attention, and napping. It's just and his ball. Ball is life. All is life. He's got an itch that you just can't scratch right now. What are you doing? Okay, I think he's had enough now. I'll leave him to it. But that's your daily Frank content for today. And you can all find more of those feet on my OnlyFans. Because I know that's what you were really here for. Padded ice hockey pants. Swing. Only ponds. I checked these. I don't know if I checked these. The fanny pack. When do you think we'll get dogs in PC for companionship? I don't know. No idea, my friend. We're due to get human NPCs in build 43, supposedly. Assuming they don't push it back. God damn it, dude. Nothing. Certainly no fishing rod. I was getting foggy too. Oh, that's a big group of zombies. Just keep going, just keep going. We don't need to worry about any of this. It's not really here. If I'm not looking at it, it's not a problem. Oh, Frank's just sat behind me now, looking at me as if to be like, you woke me up for things. Why? What are we doing? Where are we going? What is happening? Okay, we need to work out where I'm going. I need to look at my map again. Let me pull this up and we'll decide together. Right. Okay. So we are here, and we're in need of mechanic supplies, really, to be honest. Hang on, sorry, chat. I'm gonna full screen it this way. Right. Really, no, what we need now is mechanic stuff. I don't think there's many of places like that out here. We could try the gun club as well. It's not usually that busy out there. We could take a trip to the gun club in hopes that maybe there's some firearms. There's also a gun store here. That's barricaded. I don't know if we have a sledgehammer. Might be time to take him for WALKIES sooner rather than later. Well, we're after the stream today. We're gonna be taking him over to my my mum's place. So he's gonna be going for an adventure later, and then he'll get a walk when we're over there. So he loves going for walks in like new places or different places to home, you know, because it's exciting. It's an adventure. Damn, dude. Okay, there's really no mechanic place here. We could try the speedway. I don't know how busy the speedway is. I would think it's pretty busy. But there'd certainly be a lot of mechanics stuff. Look at all these bays. All these hangars. How busy is the Irvington Speedway, chat? Maybe that's the goal. Screw it. I want to go to the Speedway. I've decided. I don't care how busy it is. We're going to the Speedway. It's the apocalypse. We can do what we want. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right. Let's do it. So I've got to get out of here. Which will be this way. Yep, glad I didn't decide to loot this place. Absolutely swarming. We're fine, chat. The engine is not gonna pack up at a crucial juncture. Don't worry. Just the engine will be fine. It'll hold. It'll hold. I'm sure these zombies getting in the way aren't helping, but it's fine. Okay, where am I? I'm on the northern road. So we basically follow this to the end, take a right. Okay, okay. Got this. Okay, that's the end of the road right there. It's so hard to see right now. No, stop. Jesus. Why the sudden lag spikes? That's gonna be so deadly, dude, if I hit something. Nobody saw that, alright? We hit nothing. There was nothing there. It was a bump. It was a pothole. That's all. Oh, get out of the way. Please. Oh, God. That's really bad. E. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All is well. Pray for me. Okay, we need to take a left. Yep. Checking my map again. I think I know where we are. Yep, I'm on track. I'm on track. So we now follow this road out of town, basically. Go. Do you think it might be the 10 years later mod, although vegetation could be playing a part? It could be, although I have seen reports of like a lot of lag in certain parts of the map at the moment, especially when driving, so I can't say I'm hugely surprised. Come on. Oh, I think she's dead. I think she's dead, chaps. I think she's gone. Oh, there's gonna be so many zombies like following me that have heard the truck noise. Just want to see if the engine's just done. Like, is that it? Yeah, the engine's at 0%. That's it. Engine's done. Okay. So I don't think you can just outright uninstall an engine, can you? You have to just repair it. Yeah. So we need level 4 mechanics. I mean, I think all I can do is work on this vehicle until like I gain enough points. We could potentially walk to the raceway. It would be a bit of a trek, but like I don't know if I have much choice. There's also a mechanic shop not far from here. Like, oh, it's a junkyard. Wait, there's a junkyard. Just outside of town. Let me show you guys. So there's a junkyard not far from here. We are. Oh, right, we are here, I think, ish. No, here. This is where we are. So we're here. Just outside of town here. This is a junkyard. This will have like a bunch of like old cars. And this is the mechanics shop. So I'm thinking maybe if we can make it here, we can grind a little bit of mechanic XP. But I'm gonna have to bring like some survival supplies with me, enough to like get us there and enough to keep us going. That's my train of thought anyway. Call the AA. So I'm gonna have to bring my tools, firstly. I don't have any other mechanics books. That's what's gonna be tough. Level 3 and 4 without a mechanic book, dude. That's gonna be rough. I guess we just hope maybe there's one there. All I can do. Right, first thing I want to check. Weapons. Good condition. How's our hammer looking? Not great. So let's swap the hammer. And then we're just going to need to bring some food with us. Probably going to need a sleeping bag. What's on the bottom of my backpack? A tent. Unpack and place in a tent to increase its sleeping comfort. Right, so we need one of those. Could probably use a pillow too, maybe. We're gonna need water, food. Okay, let's think about food here. We want stuff that's like non-perishable. So if I bring 3 bags of chips, a can of oats, and then I reckon if we like bring a good meal and we just eat at that as we go, like we could eat this now and take something else out of the freezer. Let's eat all of this now. I know it's a big meal. And then we're gonna grab a couple cuts out of the freezer. Have a couple cuts of venison. That'll be what we eat first. Worth bringing a gas can, probably, in case we come across one of the cars maybe works, and we can take it back to the RV. Potentially. Anything else we can think of, chat? I've got my water bag topped up. Oh, no, I don't, actually. Probably some extra bottles of water. Probably wouldn't help. Wouldn't hurt, sorry. Small pond to the west of the junkyard for water source. Okay. Then I need all my tools on the back. Right, so we want a gas can. Oh my god, dude. That thing's so heavy. What the heck? Oh, it's full. That's why, isn't it? How much encumbrance is that? 11.6? I don't think we need any of the rest of this, really. I just need to make sure I've got a wrench and a screwdriver, really. Do I not have a wrench? Must do. I thought it was in the back, but... there must be a wrench in here. Pipe wrench. No? I guess I've just been doing this stuff with the screwdriver then. Okay. One final check in the back, because I swear we had one, but could just be wrong. What a tire iron. Useful to install or uninstall tires. We should probably keep that. I'm going to swap that for my crowbar. .88 when I have a weapon in my hands. Okay, I'm gonna drop a couple of extra tools. Sorry this is taking me a minute, chat. I'm having to really think about like what we're gonna bring with us here. We don't need all of this. Don't need a spoon. Okay. It's a little better. Probably just leave this extra hammer as well, honestly. I think that's all I can really do. We're just gonna have to be a little bit overweight. Potentially. Are these in here? There we go. Okay, that's helped a little bit. Right. Okay. Let's get out there. There's a number of zombies ahead of us. I need to make it past them up the road. Ooh. Or I could just go to the power station and skirt round the edge of it. Which I think we might do. So there's a power station up here. So I think I'm going to try and skirt round. There's like 3 there as well. I'm going to have to fight one of these 2 groups. I might as well just... Okay, well, I don't want to fight that group. Way too many. If you get chased and hop into your base, do they stop and wander off? I mean, they probably would eventually. Wouldn't be immediate, though. So if I were to go through these woods to, like, literally straight across from me here, I'd hit the power station. Power substation. And then I can skirt around the edge of that rather than following the road where there's going to be zombies. In fact, this might be the road to it here. Yeah, it is. So I think I'm going to follow this to the power substation and head round sort of the edge of it rather than walk through town. Beretta. With some rounds. If I had more carry weight right now, I'd probably pick that up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to carry it. 0.58 unequipped. What if I put it in the holster? Yeah, it's too much weight. I can't afford the extra weight right now. Yeah. Okay. This is a power substation. I'm going to go around the edge of it. Go away, zombie. Okay. More zombies. Good. Oh, we're just gonna go for it. So I need to get around the edge of this. Through the trees a bit. I think it's pretty much straight across from here. Yeah, so we can literally just sort of wander across like open land from here until we hit a railway. And then we follow that to the end. Disassemble the substation? I don't think so. Well, I mean, in theory, it wouldn't get me any skills though. What are we looking for? What up, Sintamel? So our engine has hit 0% and has broken down. I am in the process of grinding the mechanic skill, but we need a place to do so. There is a junkyard just outside of town. So we're on the trek towards that currently, where we can attempt to get our skill up enough to repair our engine. Ah, I didn't know Lucy was playing with you. Yeah, no, I wrapped it around the tree very early on in the stream. One of those ninja trees that manages to hide because of the view perspective and blends in. What up, Louise? Creeper crafting components might be useful. My inner goblin is twitching. I don't think those crafting components would be what you would think they would be that's needed for engines, because I think for engine repair we need spare engine parts. And I think all we'd get from disassembling the substation would be scrap metal. Okay, here's the train track. Now we just follow this. We should probably forage along the way, because you know, there's a good chance that we find some items. Half of this stuff we'll discard, but it's all foraging XP, so. Here's our foraging skill. Level 2, not bad. Berries wild. I don't know if those are going to be safe to eat or not, so we're not going to risk them. Same with these. I think the only ones that you're able to identify as safe to eat are blueberries. Like if it's got the blueberry picture, it's safe. No, not blueberries. Blackberries. Blackberries. Blackberries are like, if you can identify them, they are safe to eat just from the picture, I think. Eat it, no balls. Funny if you could forage for trains, dude. I don't think you need a foraging skill for that. What does max level foraging give you? As the level goes up, you sort of like, you find stuff more frequently, and you find like rarer things as well, or like have higher chances to find rarer things. You can literally find all sorts of stuff, man. You can find crafting tools. You can find like these Easter egg items that are only found through like the foraging stuff. You can find katanas foraging. Like it's quite literally everything. It just kind of depends where you are. Because we're in a foresty area, you can see like we're more likely to find things like food, small animals, firewood, you know, that sort of thing. But we can also find medicinal plants. Foraging in urban environments is crazy. Like you can find all sorts of stuff. And if you forage on like farmland, that's some of the best ways to get like food. Here you go, look. Got some antlers. What we turn antlers into? Handles or napping tools. Why is carving level 1? That's like actually a pretty big thing if you're gonna get down that field of like crafting. Napping tools. Yo, Jess the Nomad, thank you very much for the Prime sub. How you doing? Hello, welcome. Welcome. First time live viewer, usually just watch your VOD channel. I appreciate it, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, the VOD channel, I talk about this sometimes in chat, has really surprised me with how like popular it's proven. And how many like brand new viewers are coming from the VOD channel to Twitch and not the other way around. Kind of expected it to just be like, hey, my Twitch viewers might want to go watch this back. But no, it's great. It's been a really cool way to get like more content out to people. Glad people are enjoying it. I think this is the Junkyard here. I think this is it. is it. Now we hope that there's actually some cars I can work on in here and they're not all just wrecks. Dismantle car wreck. See, this one works. So most of them are wrecks, but there are workable ones in here. Ones with the windows by the looks of it. So this could work. I'm gonna need to find some more like mechanics XP somewhere in here, but oh yo. Hold on. Hold on a minute now. We gotta check, right? I mean, what if? Nope, never mind. It's nope. Never mind. As you were. He needs a little bit of work. Yep. The fixer upper, chat. Don't worry. Zombies. I think that's the thing I'm worried about most, is carving out a safe area in here. Because I can't see dick in this fog right now. I think, right, we're gonna set up. Okay, and then we go to the door, and we're gonna put the sleeping bag in here, which we need to unpack. And then if we were to sleep in here, average with pillow. Okay, awesome. That's the same as if we're sleeping in the truck. Not too shabby. All right, so now we have like a little base of operations. May want to start a fire. We'll see. We just need 3 stones for a campfire. So we'll keep an eye out for those as we're walking around. But I think this is us for the foreseeable. This is going to be us for the foreseeable future. Because we're going to have to get to work. Really wish I had the auto mechanics mod right now. Okay, so it's lights and radio and battery that we're able to do. Got the battery, but yeah, battery as well. Not bad XP. There's like 5 XP per item right now. That's not bad. And we can do, if it's the same as build 41, I believe you gain XP. You can use each vehicle once per day. You check if there was something in the trunk. I didn't actually. You're right, I should do that. Not that I'm really looking for loot right now, but should check. Yeah. Right, chat, what are we on? Right. You know, I think, chat, unfortunately, I think that's where I'm going to have to wrap up for today. So I'm going to get going for this evening thing that I've got going on. However, we have got ourselves to an interesting juncture in our playthrough. Our vehicle is heavily damaged. However, we have found our way to a junkyard. And we are in a good position to grind out the mechanics skill that we need to repair the engine for our RV. Until then, we are stuck in this junkyard in the fog with little food and supplies to keep us going. So those of you that have been watching this on the YouTube VOD, I very much appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed. There will be a link down in the description to the Twitch channel where you can come and watch these live. Those of you watching on Twitch, thank you very much for doing so. And if you missed any of today's stream, it is !VODs. You go to the VOD channel on YouTube where all of this gets uploaded. Thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.